Mass shooting, folks. Another one. Again, at a school. I don't know what to say about this one, but I'm reading from CNN here. I'm reading the CNN article. Gunman at Texas elementary school kills 19 students. 2 adults before being fatally shot, officials say. So, there's a lot to say about this. First of all, no, it won't get better. Like, we need to, every time one of these things happen, right? People are like, oh, we need to do something. Nothing's going to happen. Okay? You need to get that out of your fucking mind. The fairy tale that you've told yourself that, oh, this will be the watershed. There is no watershed moment. You have no power. Anyone with power likes when this happens. This is marketing for people with power. They like it. They manufacture it. They're the architects of this. And it's that way for a reason. So anyway, let's continue here. An 18-year-old gunman. What the fuck is a gunman? On Tuesday, fatally shot 19 children and 2 adults at a Texas elementary school before he was killed by law enforcement officers, officials said. The shooter, identified by Texas officials as Salvador Ramos of Uvalde, also shot his grandmother before crashing a vehicle near the school. I have a question. Don't we have cops in this country? How the fuck is a motherfucker crashing a car into a school and then getting into the school and then killing 19 kids? This school also has police at the school, right? They don't do their job. All this bullshit funding for cops. We need more cops. Biden 3xing police funding since he became in office, right? Dictating COVID surplus relief going to police departments. It all doesn't do anything. These cops don't fucking do anything. They don't fucking do anything. They're garbage. They're shit. They're fucking trash. They're trash. They're trash. There's a reason why we say all cops are bastards. More kids have been killed by guns in this country this year, and the year's not even halfway over. More kids have been killed in this country by guns than police. In the United States of America, it is more dangerous to go to elementary school than it is to be a police officer. Not to mention, we're still in the middle of a fucking pandemic. Not to mention all the other problems with elementary schools. It is more fucking dangerous to be a child going to school than it is to be a fucking cop. Like, I want this to sink in your brain here. Like, that's fucking insane. That's fucking insane. Okay, again, right? It is more, you are risking your life going into 2nd grade classroom more than someone who wears a gun and goes driving around the fucking city all day looking for crime. Like, what? That's insane. The gunman is believed to have acted alone. Uvalde Consolidated Independent School District Police Chief Pete Arredondo said. Now, you might be wondering, what? What was this guy's rank? Let me read that again. Uvalde Consolidated Independent School District Police Chief. I know, that's one hell of a fucking rank. Like, imagine, that's your title. Imagine saying that. But, so what is that? He's not the police chief of the city. This is the police chief of the school district itself. They have their own paramilitary force. The school district itself has its own fucking cop force. Here's my point. If you're the police chief for elementary schools and someone goes to your elementary school and murders 19 children, you belong in jail. You belong in jail. I'm here. You didn't do your job. That is criminal negligence. That is criminal negligence. If I work at a daycare facility and I'm supposed to be supervising children and a child eats a crayon and chokes on the crayon, am I going to be held liable for that? That is criminal negligence. But when you're a cop, Isn't this insane? Like, this is the world we live in, right? That's fucking crazy. That's crazy. Like, they have a fucking dedicated paramilitary fucking militia to defend this school, and they failed every step of the way, and then they're all gonna fucking keep their job. Like, imagine, like when you, if you need something done, right? You have, like, something you need to have done. Who do you want to have it be done by? Like, someone who's, like, it's their first day on the job, or, like, they're the best, they've done, like, 30 things like this, and they know exactly what they're doing, right? How can you possibly feel safe sending your child to this school knowing that, oh, don't worry, the cops are there, but wait, aren't these the cops that let someone kill 19 children? Like, I would rather have someone fresh out of the police academy than the people that let a fucking guy kill 19 children. They're wrong. They lose. They're gone. Throw them all in jail. Criminal fucking negligence. They had guns. They had training. They had all these security routes, and they still did fuck all. Throw them in jail? Fuck them. For the rest of their lives? Fuck these cops. Fuck them. We need to hold these motherfuckers accountable. And there's a lot of people that need to be held accountable. But cops are one of these groups that need to be held fucking accountable. You can't just go around there and beg for millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars to be stripped away from our budget so that, we can't spend millions of dollars on healthcare or, fixing the homelessness crisis or making sure people can eat or, that we can't fix our water supply, we can't fix our roads. We're spending all of this money on cops, and then they just jerk off all day and do nothing. All right, so here are the developments in Tuesday's tragedy. This is according to CNN. Estrada told... I don't know who Estrada is. But that's a person, I guess. Told CNN's Anderson Cooper the gunman wrecked a vehicle while driving near the school. After shooting his grandmother, the suspect did crash near a ditch nearby the school. That's where he exited the vehicle with what I believe was a rifle. And that's what he attempted to enter the school. That's when he attempted to enter the school where he was engaged by law enforcement. He was engaged by law enforcement? And yet, he's going into school? Shit's crazy. The gunman had body armor, the rifle, and a backpack. Estrada said the shooter made it into several classrooms. I have read elsewhere that the body armor, this is not true. Now, again, I could be wrong, but I read that he was wearing an empty plate carrier. For those of you that don't know what a plate carrier is, that is, the body armor, right, that you put on. It's like a vest, but it's not body armor. You can shoot through it, right? It's called a plate carrier, right? It carries the plates. The plates are the body armor. So what it does is it has pockets all over it, and you put the plates in there, and that's the body armor. From what I have seen, a couple of sources have said that he was wearing an empty plate carrier. That's basically, it's like you're wearing like a hoodie, essentially. Like, maybe like a bomber jacket, essentially, right? You can't shoot someone through a bomber jacket. No, they can. They chose not to. U.S. Customs and Border Protection, which is the largest law enforcement agency in the area, do I don't know what this typing is. Due to Uvalde's proximity to Mexico, had more than 20 agents respond to the shooting, according to a law enforcement official. A CPP agent was shot in the head, but is in stable condition after the bullet did not penetrate. That's a shame. That's a shame. It's a shame that he is in stable condition. That's what the fucking shame is. Department of Homeland Security spokeswoman Marcia Espinosa tweeted, agents and other law enforcement officers took fire from the shooter, who had barricaded himself, risking their own lives. Fuck, these people belong in jail. Fuck you. President Joe Biden has ordered U.S. flags on federal... Oh, they're half-staff! Oh, we're gonna put the flag down! We're gonna put the flag down! That'll get him! Why is that? Why do I need to know? I want to know more info about why this I don't care if Joe Biden's like, oh, we're going to put the flag halfway down the pole. What? Like, what? Oh, whoa. Joe Biden is really going to bring out, he's going to play hardball. The flag is going to go from the top of the pole to the middle of the pole. Uvalde Memorial Hospital spokesperson Tom Nordwick earlier said 13 children and a man in his 40s were being treated for injuries. University Hospital in San Antonio said in a tweet they received a child and an adult from the school shooting. The adult, 66-year-old woman, is in critical condition, the hospital said in a tweet. The FBI and Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms and Explosives, ATF, are assisting local and state authorities with the investigation. While the FBI and the ATF, well, they're on the case. They're on the case. The ATF. They're in town. Everyone, it's all good. 30th shooting at a school this year. Tuesday's incident marks at least the 30th shooting. Why do they say at least? Why do they say that? Because it is literally so common that there are school shootings that it is actually possible. It is actually possible that with all of the power and resources that CNN has, it is possible that they have missed a couple. That's why they say at least. There are so many school fucking shootings in this country that it's hard to keep track of them. So far in 2022, there have been at least 39 shootings in K through 12 schools, colleges, and universities, resulting in at least 10 deaths and 51 injuries. It is the deadliest shooting at a school since the Sandy Hook Massacre in Connecticut in 2012 that left 26 people dead, including 20 children between 6 and 7 years old. So I got a little chart here. Yeah, does anyone want to get to the top of the school shooting leaderboard? Good job, guy. Number 2 slot. Pretty good. Not bad. If only you got a couple more, though, then you'd hit number 1. Jesus Christ. Biden calls for lawmakers to have a backbone. No, he doesn't. School was 2 days from summer break. Think about that. 2 days from summer break. Do you know what you do the week before summer break in school? I remember. You sit there and watch movies. You don't do anything. You're not learning anything. They were just mandated by the government to go to the school for no reason. And they got murdered. That shit's fucking crazy. That shit's fucking crazy. It's crazy. This shit is fucking insane. It is insane. It is insane. So I want to read a Twitter thread here that I saw this morning. This is from Nietno on Twitter. The school district for Robb Elementary has its own police department with 5 cops and 1 security guard. The city of Uvalde's police department received just under 40% of the entire city's budget for the year and got a $500,000 grant from the state. Neither stopped today's massacre. Imagine how much money that is? 40% of the entire city budget. Imagine if they spent that money on housing, healthcare, homelessness, clean water, clean food, actually functioning roadways. But they spent it on cops. There have been 2 subway shootings in the past month in New York City, with one of the largest police forces on the planet. The Buffalo Police and FBI both did nothing to stop the massacre just a week ago. Despite record funding across the country, the police have stopped nothing. Cops do not protect you or your children. They serve only to keep workers in this country subdued and in line. This is all intentional. The U.S. police must be abolished if we ever want to be safe. That is correct. And so here we have some bull, as you can see. That's a fuckload of money. Police and animal control, $4 million. $4 million on nothing. On nothing. On fucking nothing. On absolutely fuck all. $4 million on nothing. And here are the fucking losers that did nothing. They all did nothing. They're losers. These people belong in fucking jail. You want your wanted posters? You want to throw someone in jail? You want to hold someone accountable? Hold these motherfuckers accountable. They did nothing. This is criminal negligence. They refuse to do their jobs. Again, if I'm at a daycare and I'm watching a child swallow crayons and I watch them, it's entertainment, and I do nothing, guess what would happen? I would go to jail for criminal negligence. But when you're a cop, whatever.